lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Missouri's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out. And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll try it again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run. Guys, they didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll give it to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They're going back to the ground. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. Makes one man miss. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, gave the defender the business. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
Pulls it in on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The give to the single back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Now on the counter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last.
He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Missouri! The defense with the scoop and score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket starts to collapse.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's...
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop. Gets it up to the 41-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Bringing the heat. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Flying down the right side. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Spears. Steamrolls his way ahead. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, look out on the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll come out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Carolina offense is back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Excellent field position here for the offense. They want that clock to run. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Comes out throwing on first down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after him. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed in.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet feet on the move. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every